Hello, this is Chris's Schell Family Farm. So I decided that I was going to kind of go backwards here. I've been doing some videos here and posting them on Instagram, Facebook. Decided I was going to do a Facebook channel. And no, I don't have all that fancy equipment people have right now. I have a cell phone. So bear with me with the audio and I will try to speak up. But I've been doing these videos just kind of trying to document what we're doing. And I've really been doing these videos since about 2013. But I didn't start posting them until this year. So I decided I would backtrack a little bit and kind of give a little background of where my wife and I are coming from and why we're doing what we're doing and what exactly we're trying to do. And then we'll kind of start over at this YouTube channel, and I'll start posting everything that I have from the past, but at least everybody can have an idea what it is. So this is March of 2020 right now. We're going through the same thing everybody else in the country is going through. We're going through the coronavirus thing. Our schools have been canceled for 3 weeks. We help run the local baseball, softball. We've kind of suspended that for a couple months. Everything's kind of in lockdown, but here on the farm, life goes on. We have to keep moving forward. We have trees we got to plant. We got maple syrup we have to make. So I have my high school boys out here working. We're taking our precautions, washing our hands, trying to avoid contact just so, we don't spread anything. But there's only 4 of us out here. So, but the trees will die if we don't do it. And the maple sap won't get collected. So anyway, we're going to keep working and we're going to be cautious as we do it. But thought this would be a good opportunity to kind of do a background of where we're at. So my wife and I bought 130 acres in 2013. This was a dream that we'd had for about 4 years of owning a chunk of land. I'm not going to sit there and say it's a dream that I had since I was a little kid. I don't know too many people that would, dream that they'd be able to have 130 acres someday. But we realized in about 2009, with some investments we'd been making, that, it was a possibility we could do this. So we started looking for some land in 2009, 2010. Looked at quite a few properties. We had an offer on some properties, but we ultimately settled on a piece of land in Pinckney, Michigan. It was 130 acres, but there's more land around here. It was for sale. So we really liked the topography. We liked those mixture of woods and field. Thought it was something we could really grow off of and do some stuff. And at that point in time, we were thinking Christmas trees, just Christmas trees, maybe 500 a year, just kind of friends, family, and a few extras. That quickly changed to doing more Christmas trees, maybe 1,000 a year, 1,500 a year, choose and cut. So we started along that route, and we quickly realized, looking at the master plan for the property around us and how everything was growing, that if we wanted to buy more land, we should. We invested in some houses, some property, had a pretty good return on investment in those, took those monies we made and put it into 40 more acres. And at that point in time, we thought, well, we should get a little bit bigger with Christmas trees. So we joined Michigan Christmas Tree Association, learned a little bit more about Christmas trees, met some really awesome people, some smart people smarter than us, and they suggested we go bigger. So we started looking at that, and about that time, that was 2000, we bought that second piece in 2015. So that was probably 2017-ish. We were in the process of looking into getting another piece of property that was also adjacent to us, another 80 acres. That would give us 250 acres and give us some real nice hilly, sandy ground. Also give us access to a nice paved road right in Pinckney there. So as we're looking at this and we're talking to people, they're telling us we should do more Christmas trees. We figure if we're going to do more Christmas trees and we really are going to go get this new piece of property, that we need to do more than just Christmas trees. So that's kind of where things really started to snowball. At that point in time, we decided, well, what can we do? If we're going to do Christmas trees, what goes well with Christmas trees? And we thought, well, apple trees. Apple trees go well with Christmas trees. Leads into our Christmas season. We're bringing people out here for you pick apples and choose and cut Christmas trees. So it kind of goes with our crowd. We'd have to have the driveway come in. We'd have to have the parking lot. We'd have to have some structures. We'd have to have, certain equipment we'd need to use for both. So we started down that route, hired a consultant that came out, checked all our property, and, he told us our property for where we're going to do apple trees was second to only the west side of Michigan, the first 20 miles into the west side of Michigan there, where it's nice and sandy, and you got the warm air coming off the lake. So we decided, well, we're in, let's do it. So that's kind of where things really got crazy. At that point in time, we'd already built our barn that we live in. It's a 120 by 92 barn, all red, outside, 22.5-foot tall ceilings inside, all wood. Kind of built it just for a place for our kids to play and kind of grow up and stay active and stay off electronics. And then we end up having some friends ask if they can get married there, relatives ask if they get married there, friends ask if they can have parties here. And so that kind of turned into a whole separate entity of doing events and stuff in the barn. And you guys will see plenty of pictures and videos of that as we progress, I'm sure. So then we started working with the township, working on ordinances to do all the agritourism stuff. If we're going to do weddings, we're going to do you pick apples, peaches, plums, pears, cherries, choose and cut Christmas trees. We figured, well, at this point in time, if we're going to do all that, we should be all in. So we decided to go all in at this point in time. Worked on all that stuff, been working on it. Everything's not completely finalized, but the ordinance is in place. Now it's just kind of doing some final touches to get everything done. We started booking weddings last year. We opened up a haunted forest last year, ghostlygrove.com. You can check that out. And our goal has been to do everything the best of our ability. This isn't something we're doing as a hobby. We're looking at the long term here. We're looking at the legacy of our farm and something that hopefully we can hand down to our children someday that they'll want to take over. So everything we're doing, we're trying to do the best that we can do. We're taking our time. I'm not promising you we'll do everything right, but I'm promising you we'll try to do everything the best we can, and we will continue to learn, evolve, change, improve, until we do get it right. And then even at that, we'll still keep learning and improving, because there's always room for improvement. So opened up Ghostly Grove last year, did a corporate event for a local business here last year. Thought that went really well. We opened up our farm for the first time last year, 2019. We did pumpkins, we did sunflower fields. We had about 5 acres of sunflower field. That was the first thing we opened up with, and boy, was that fun and was that a hit. Talk about people coming in and leaving with smiles. I don't think anybody left our farm without a smile on their faces. Just a very relaxing time, wandering through the sunflower fields, taking some home. That turned into selling some apples and some of our syrups. We do maple syrup, hickory syrup, walnut syrup, mickory syrup, which is our kind of our exclusive blend of a couple of syrups that we make on the farm here. And then we're adding apple syrup this year. Then that went into pumpkin season and our haunted forest season. So we went from beginning of August to the end of October. Had a great time doing it, but boy, was it a learning experience. So that's kind of where we are right now.